Episode 1 of Mirzapur Season 3 starts with the funeral of Mona Tripathi as Madhuri does the last rites of her last husband in the absence of a male figure from the Tripathi family. Outside the crematorium, reporters hound Madhuri asking questions about Mona's father, Kaleem Tripathi's absence from the cremation of his only son. Madhuri addresses the reporters and pledges to stop the violence that has been going on in Mirzapur. Madhuri tells PA Anand that the throne of Pavanchal, where Mirzapur is located, is what killed her husband. She adds that she will destroy this throne now. The episode then jumps to the hearing of the case against Ramakant Pandit after he turned himself in for the murder of SSP Maurya. Ramakant tells the judge that he should be held accountable for his crime. The prosecution, Panch Bahai, asks the judge to make sure Ramakant gets severe punishment for the crime as he planned the murder. Panchbai states that Ramakant had done so for the promotion of his son, Gudu's business. The judge asks Ramakant to be kept in judicial custody until the next date of hearing. As Ramakant is taken to the prison, Gudu and his men stop the vehicle to talk to his father. Gudu urges his dad, who is a lawyer by profession, to defend himself in court. Ramakant tells his son that he has made up his mind about paying the price for his mistake. When Gudu offers to help Ramakant get away with the murder, he sends his son away and asks the cops to take him to prison. Sharad meets Madhuri and offers his condolences to her. Sharad tells her that they should both work together for Mona, as he had been there for Sharad after his father had died. Madhuri tells Sharad that she will not support the criminal activities but is willing to partner with him otherwise. On his way out, Sharad asks Madhuri and PA Anand if they have heard about Kaleem, but the two deny it. At the same time, Golu shows up looking for Kaleem on Gudu's behalf. However, she finds herself facing the local thug, Umar Dutt. Gulu is shocked to see Umar's men beheading a teen boy. Umar leaves Gulu with a warning, asking her to keep Gudu in line as he wasn't the ruler of Pavanchal yet. Gudu shows up outside the police station to take his father's scooter back home, just as he asks him to do. Back at home, Gudu asks his mother, Vasudha, to live with him, along with his sister Dimpy, as they will be safer with him protecting them. Vasudha refuses to leave the family home. Later that day, Madhuri meets police officer Dubey, who asks him to find a way to eliminate Gudu. She also tells him that her mother-in-law, Beena, and her newborn child were in Gudu's captivity. She asks the cop to keep her out of the mess and asks if he has any information on Mona's father, Kaleem. In Mirzapur, Gudu and Golu have taken over the Tripathi family home after killing Mona and allegedly killing Tripathi. Beena looks at her newborn son, thinking about his father whose identity is still unknown. Golu returns after failing to find Tripathi. Beena asks her to refocus and find Tripathi so that Gudu can be crowned as the king of Pavanchal's underworld. Golu tells Beena that the thugs from all over the state of UP, Uttar Pradesh, were going to contest an election to find the next leader after Kaleem. Golu states that since Kaleem's body was not recovered, Gudu would not be considered the usurper to the throne of Pavanchal. Beena says an inside man has kept Kaleem hiding and asks Golu to use all of her might to take over the throne in Tripathi's absence. That night, Golu asks Gudu to make connections with the other goons around their area to make sure he is crowned as the leader of the thugs Pavanchal. Gudu refuses to go to the meeting of the thugs as he wishes for them to show their loyalty to him. At the meeting, Sharad riles up the handful of thugs and upon his mother's request, meets the mediator of West Pavanchal, Manawar. Sharad and Manawar team up and decide that Sharad should be named as the leader of Pavanchal. The next day, Golu and Brij try to convince Gudu to show up at the meeting, but all the thugs from the Pavanchal area are going to gather. Gudu refuses to go there, but Gulu uses her strength and wit to convince him to make an appearance. At the meeting, Manawar points out how Gudu was missing from the meeting, despite being the man to allegedly kill Kaleem. Manawar and Sharad conclude that Sharad would take over the role of being the leader of Pavanchal. However, Gudu shows up and mocks Sharad for being incompetent to rule over Pavanchal. Gudu also states that irrespective of the fact that Kaleem's dead body wasn't found, he is still his usurper. Sharad brings up the deaths of Sweetie, Bablu and Gudu's unborn son to rile him up. The meeting ends with a commotion as Manawar states that both Gudu and Sharad will have to prove themselves worthy of the throne. On his way out, Sharad threatens Gudu. Gulu concludes that Sharad was being ballsy around them because he was the one hiding Kaleem. The episode then ends with Sharad meeting Bharat at the place where they were hiding Kaleem. Sharad asks the doctor to do anything he can to bring Kaleem out of being comatose. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.